Let's talk about this one, that goal in the second period. Robin Leonard hasn't had any of these really at all this season. He lets up a bad one here in the second.
And it happens, and it just goes to the old philosophy of shoot the puck. You just never know what's going to go in. But the Toronto Maple Leafs were strong along the boards. They won the battle. Kadri was there. Brock Nelson has an opportunity, but he's blocked out by Brown, and that's just a wrist shot. And I don't have to say anything more. Just look at the reaction of Robin Leonard on that little wrist shot as soon as that went in, he quickly just wanted to break his stick over the post one. But he kept his cool, and he kept his focus, and he came back and played a very, very strong game.
First career NHL goal for Rosen in his fifth career game. His first game of the season. He was called up yesterday from the Toronto Marlies. He hadn't played a game since October of last season at the National Hockey League level, and he gets his first in the NHL.
That's a good call-up, I'm guessing, Brendan. They must have felt something in watching him play, but good for him. I mean, that he's able to score a goal. And Toronto Maple Leafs have struggled in their own end, so why not bring in a youngster that's going to be full of energy and excitement and enthusiasm, and now he's even got a little bit more going for him.
It was just that goal. That was it through 40 minutes. So the Islanders and Maple Leafs went into the third period, 1-0 Toronto, and the game-winning goal came early in that peririd from John Tavares.
Yeah, and it was a turnover by the Islanders, and I had talked about that during the first and the second periods, is that the Islanders, I thought, were a little careless in the neutral zone. There was a lot of giveaways, and Taves had an opportunity to make a little bit better play. He was trying to throw it ahead to Mayfield. Marner with full speed cuts it in and drops it off for Tavares. He wastes absolutely no time as he takes it up and over the shoulder of Robin. So a great play by Marner, but an even better shot by Tavares as he just lets it go right away. But it's unfortunate the Islanders gave up two goals, one that was soft and the other one was on a turnover, but that's what hockey's all about, mistakes. But the Islanders stayed with it. They finally had a power play opportunity and a terrific pass from Nelson over to Jordan Eberle, who we're talking about. He is hating up. Wondered if he could get to 20. Well, now he's in a pretty good position to get to that magic marker, that 20 goals. But the Islanders have to find a way to get more offense.
And this was the last gasp for the Islanders with the net empty on the other end.
Yeah, it was right off the heel of Anders Lee's stick. And Barzal, who I thought had a pretty good game tonight. Overall created a lot of opportunities, skating well, moving the puck well. But, not enough guys, I would say, pulling in the same direction tonight.
John Tavares scored on one of his two shots in the game, played almost 19 minutes. He is third in the National Hockey League with 46 goals on the year, having himself a career year in his first season with the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Well, he's obviously very comfortable back there, and he's surrounded by a lot of good hockey players. So, you add another star to the mix, you're going to see some offense. So that hasn't been the issue for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've been able to score goals. They haven't been able to keep it out of their net. But for John Tavares, he's certainly having a very strong season. That's the most goals that he's ever scored in his career.
Islanders had 10 goals in the last two games coming into this one. They could only find the net once on a power play. But, Butch, I think you have to take some solace in the fact that the Islanders, talk about playoff hockey. They took the Toronto Maple Leafs in a 3-game series. They won 2 out of 3. They held them to a total of 3 goals in 3 games.
Yeah, and that's, I think, really the DNA of the Islanders. It's about the defense, and Barry Trotz has come on several interviews and said, hey, we're going to win 2-1. We are not going to win 6-5, and so they've got to get ahead, but they're not going to change their game. That's the way they play. They're not blessed with that type of talent, at least not yet. So you're right. I mean, they played the Toronto Maple Leaf team, which is a very high-powered offensive team, really well. And again, you look at the third game and the turnover and a softie. So yes, they're playing playoff hockey. They're going to be tough, whoever they play against. Every game's going to be close. So if the fans think they're going to get a 5-1 win somewhere along the line and be able to sit back and enjoy and go home early, maybe, I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're going to be sitting on the edge of your seats for however many games it goes.